Okay, I liked this sketch of the blow dryer because you get to use 2-point perspective. And so I just start with the very front line, horizontal, and then I'm going to match it to my points. So you've got 2 points, one on the left, one on the right. They should be even Steven with each other. You decide how long you want that blow dryer. And then this is just your guide to get those shapes in there. So this circle to the right, which is the back end of the dryer, where the fan is where we're starting, and then you're kind of trying to get that top curve correct and the bottom curve, and sometimes that can be a little bit tricky, but I think if you just get close enough that will work. And then the next part is you're going to make another square where that little fan is, and so it's about not quite an inch out from that blow dryer. And so you kind of gauge how far out that other square is going to be. But what I did is I just looked at how far down that circle drops from the top of that first circle, if that makes sense, for the back end. And then draw a little bit lighter because you've got a lot of erasing. I tried to draw dark enough that I could erase, but that you could also see. And then I just, as I'm connecting the two circles together, get that line angle correct. You can use your pencil to see the original sketch, how close that is. Now, one thing I'm going to adjust and adjust and adjust is this circle, because it's a little bit of an oval instead of a circle, and at first I went too circular, so you'll see I'll fix that. And then I'm working on those curves again and getting that front curve. Seems like it needed to be a little bit more narrow, and then you've got that tip on the far left of the blow dryer that's a darker area, so I'm fixing those angles. There we go, a little bit more oval. And then you just want to go through and make it so it looks like the object relates to each other, just meaning, does that circle, does that cylinder section fit in with the rest of the object that you're trying to draw? And if it's believable, as long as it's close enough, that's good for me, especially when it's just a sketch that you're trying out. And it's a little hard to see, but we're just shading in the areas, leaving those little lines in there, and darkening up our edges that we feel are correct. And then we want to put the handle on there. So with the placement of the handle, I just try and gauge the relationship from the right side of the dryer to the left side and how much space is on that original drawing. And then it's just definitely in that lower quarter that I'm putting the handle. It starts, it's just an organic curve shaped handle, and put that cord coming up the page. And again, this is a sketch, so I don't erase too many of the lines. It's a little bit messy looking, but that's okay. If you really want to clean that up and add some more shadows in the areas. And that's basically it. It's a great exercise using 2-point perspective for an object. I feel like with 2-point perspective, a lot of times you'll see an outside scene or a city scene or buildings, but it's great to use for objects too.